The once chubby body of Umar began to shrink, and his smile disappeared after being struck by a great illness. They have just been told to find a snail for the boy to get healed within 7 days. Failure to do so, they will lose Umar. It all started few days ago when Umar suddenly started feeling ill, purging every day. Grandma Aqua visited Ada. She is Ada's wise and aged mother. She saw Umar's condition and shook her head. "We need to take him to the native doctor," she said. The native doctor, Baba Oman, lived on the outskirts of the village. He was known for his knowledge of herbs, roots, and ancient remedies. Ada, Umar father, Ikana, and Grandma Aqua took Umar to see him. Baba Oman examined Umar and nodded thoughtfully. "I'll give you medicine to make him feel better," he said. "But to cure him completely, I need one thing. A snail." "A snail?" Ada asked, surprised. "Yes," Baba Oman replied. "A snail has special powers to heal Umar. You must find one within 7 days if you don't want to lose your child." Umar's parents live in a small village nestled between two great rivers. Umar is their last child. He has two siblings named Chidozi and Naoma. Umar was a happy, with shiny skin and sparkling eyes. Umar loved playing with his friends, chasing after one another. But one day, Umar fell ill. He felt weak, tired, and had no appetite. His parents, Ada and Ikena, took him to the village hospital, where the doctors ran many tests. Still, they couldn't find the cause of Umar's sickness. Ada and Ikena worried about their son's health. They tried many medicines, but Umar didn't get better. Now that Baba Oman has found a solution to their problem, the family gathered around, determined to find a snail. Ada, Ikena, Grandma Akua, and Umar's siblings, Chidosie and Naoma, divided the village into sections to search. They scoured the markets, farms, and nearby forests. As night fell, they reconvened, empty-handed. Umar's condition remained unchanged. The second day brought renewed energy. The family enlisted the help of village children who eagerly searched every nook and cranny. Grandma Aqua, despite her age, joined the search, insisting, "I won't sit idle while my grandson suffers." As dusk approached, the family gathered again, still snailless. Frustration began to set in. Desperation creeps in on the third day. The search party expanded, including neighbors and friends. They combed through nearby streams and rivers. Ada and Akena took turns sitting with Umar, trying to keep his spirits up. But his condition worsened and desperation crept in. As night fell, the family huddled together, praying for a miracle. The fourth day brought false hopes. Chidozi excitedly claimed to have found a snail, but it turned out to be a slug. Neoma searched the village elder's garden, only to find a snail shell, empty and lifeless. Disappointment hung heavy in the air as the family realized they were halfway through their 7-day deadline. Exhaustion began to take its toll on the fifth day. The search party shrunk, with some giving up hope. Grandma Aqua, however, refused to quit. She searched alone, deep into the forest, until nightfall. Ada and Akena took turns caring for Umar, whose condition remained critical. The sixth day dawned, and the family knew it was their last chance. They searched every inch of the village, pleading with the gods for guidance. As night fell, the family gathered, defeated. Udoma, Ikena's sister, had been absent throughout the search. Just as they lost hope, Udoma appeared, holding a big snail. "I found it!" she exclaimed. The family's joy was short-lived, as Ada felt an unsettling unease about the snail's origin. Little did they know, Udoma's snail would lead them down a darker path. Ada silently told Mama how she felt. "Stop it," the old woman said. "We've been looking for a snail all these while, and now that we've seen one, you don't want us to use it. Do you want to lose your child?" Every other person was happy about this, except Umar's mom. She couldn't do anything again. She accepted the situation and pushed aside her thoughts. They took the snail to Baba Oman, who performed the healing rite. Umar seemed to improve, and the family rejoiced. But soon, Umar's condition worsened. Fever, vomiting, and diarrhea ravaged his small body. Ada and Akena were at a loss. One day, Ada decided to visit Baba Oman secretly. She found him sitting calmly, surrounded by herbs and strange objects. Baba Oman, Ada said, Umeza got worse after the ritual. What went wrong? Baba Oman sighed heavily. The snail Udoma brought was not ordinary. She used her evil powers to make it useless. There is no way I could have told you this when the ritual was done, because you were surrounded by many people. It is only the grace of God that kept your son alive till this moment. Ada's eyes widened in shock. What do we do now? Go to Agora Market in the neighboring village, Baba Oman instructed. Find Mama Ladi and tell her I sent you for a special snail. Ada rushed to the market, her heart pounding with hope. She found Mama Ladi, a kind-eyed woman with a warm smile. Mama Ladi, Baba Oman sent me, Ada said. Mama Ladi nodded. I have just the snail you need. Ada returned to Baba Oman with the snail in her hand. Baba Oman instructed her to leave the snail with him and go back home. He asked Ida to wait for a time when Udoma will not be at home before coming back to him with her son. Ada waited for the perfect moment to take Umar for the new healing rite. The next day, Udoma went to the farm. Ada seized the opportunity, taking Umar to Baba Oman without telling anyone. The healing rite was performed, and Umar began to recover. His fever broke, and his appetite returned. However, Baba Oman told Ada that Udoma will not go unpunished. He gave Ada a maximum of 7 days to see how Udoma will expose herself with her own mouth. He also told Ada never to tell anyone what she did to make Umar regain his health, especially Udoma. Days passed, and Umar regained his strength, weight, and smile. The village children welcomed him back with open arms. Udoma grew suspicious, noticing Umar's sudden improvement. Just like Baba Oman said, after 7 days of Umar's recovery, Udoma confronted Ada. What did you do? Udoma asked, her voice laced with anger. Ada smiled calmly. I prayed to the gods, and they answered. Udoma's eyes narrowed, but Ada's secret remained safe. That night, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Udoma began to feel an uncontrollable itching sensation all over her body. She tried to scratch it away, but it only intensified. As the itching grew unbearable, Udoma's composure crumbled. She started shouting, her voice echoing through the village streets. I did it! She cried out, her words dripping with despair. I used my evil mind and witchcraft to curse the snail. I wanted to destroy Umar's chance at a better life. The villagers, drawn by her wails, gathered around her. Horror and disgust etched on their faces as they realized the truth. Udoma's family, once blinded by love and loyalty, now saw her for what she truly was. They disowned her, casting her out of their lives and their village. You have brought shame upon us, the family declared, their voices firm and resolute. You are no longer our sister, our aunt, our family. As the villagers watched, Udoma's cries grew fainter, her figure disappearing into the darkness, banished from the only home she had ever known. And so, as the sun rose over the village, a new dawn broke, bringing with it promise and redemption, for Umar, and for the village that had stood by him through the darkest of times. The village celebrated Umar's recovery. Ada smiled, knowing love and perseverance had triumphed over evil. As for Umar, he grew to learn that family, love, and community can overcome even the darkest challenges. And so, the story of Umar and the healing snail became a legend, passed down through generations, reminding everyone of the power of love and determination.